trust the process.
They've definitely got a chance. They're going to get a chance to pitch LeBron their plan. I think a big factor in this will be Joel Embiid. Can LeBron and Joel Embiid get together, have a dialogue about how they would play together? Because that would be a most important factor.
Joel Embiid telling USA Today that LeBron is the piece needed to bring a title to Philly.
When you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, of course, LeBron is going to elevate you exponentially.
I'm sorry, LeBron will not be going and joining Philly in this offseason. Let's fast forward, you know.
That was just definitive.
No.
What do you do with Ben Simmons? It does, from a basketball sense, not fit cleanly. How do you put LeBron James on a court with Ben Simmons when they both need to do essentially the same thing?
Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to another what if scenario video. In today's what if scenario video, we've got LeBron James on the Philadelphia 76ers, as you guys can see here. So what if LeBron James chose to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers instead of signing with the Los Angeles Lakers? I changed the roster, as you guys can see here, to what I think may have happened if LeBron was actually decided to sign with the Sixers. Jimmy Butler was eventually traded to the Los Angeles Clippers for Tobias Harris. So Tobias Harris is back on the Clippers. You see the Lakers. I think the Lakers would have probably signed DeMarcus Cousins and would have re-signed Julius Randle if LeBron chose to sign with the 76ers. Everything else throughout the year has pretty much changed, stayed the same. Also, Rajon Rondo probably would have decided to stay with the New Orleans Pelicans and not go to LA with LeBron. Also, Paul George stayed with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I was pretty much a toss of a coin if he would have stayed. And also, JaVale McGee probably wouldn't have left the Golden State Warriors if he knew that LeBron James was not going to be at the Lakers. So I'm going to be playing this like I'm a MyGM for LeBron James. It's going to be a 2-year plan, a 2-year challenge. Can the 76ers win a championship in the 2 years that LeBron James is here? And yeah, so without further ado, let's get it underway. So running through the roster, I think that Philadelphia would have a lot of minimum contracts, and I do think that LeBron James would have been aggressive as soon as he joined Philly to get some players. So that's what we're going to do right now. As you see, the lineup is not complete at the moment. So just like the Los Angeles Lakers GM, he was very aggressive in the free agency. We're definitely going to be like that as well. And as you guys see here, we're going to sign Carmelo Anthony to a deal. All we can offer him is $5 million for 1 year, but Carmelo Anthony will bring a lot of veteran experience to the side, and I think he always wanted to play with LeBron James. Also, we're going to go down the list, and we are going to sign... what should we bring in to help LeBron James? Josh Smith, another veteran, I think will play well with LeBron James. Let's add him to the roster, a 1-year deal, and let's see how well we can actually go here. So let's fix this roster. Let's throw Carmelo Anthony into the starting lineup. So you've got Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. It's a very, very scary starting lineup. Our bench is kind of weak at the moment. Knowing LeBron James, he always loves to play with shooters around him, so we definitely will be needing to get some shooters around LeBron James. But I think this is the lineup we'll run with for the first season. Actually, for the first half of the season. We're going to stop at All-Star break and just see how we're going, whereabouts we are. So let's get it going. So guys, like I said, we're going to stop at the All-Star break. As you see here, 3 of our players do make the All-Star team. LeBron James is the team captain. Ben Simmons makes it in, and so does Joel Embiid. Let's swing across and let's check out the conference standings. Currently, we're 3rd in the East, 31-22. Boston, Milwaukee, Indiana, Detroit, Toronto, Miami Heat. So it's pretty much the same people. We're sitting comfortably in the 3rd position. Like I said, a 2-year challenge. Can LeBron James lead this 76ers side? And what would happen if he did sign with them? So LeBron James currently averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. And we're getting some good scoring from some of our role players. But like I said, we're going to be extremely aggressive in this video, in this challenge. And we're going to try and get some players who will help LeBron James down the stretch. Like I said, loves to play with shooters. Iman Shumpert, already played with him, and Gerald Green, a really, really good three-point shooter. So let's add them to the roster. we're still going to stay extremely aggressive. One more trade probably will probably go down. Let's see what else we can get with the lineup we have. But one player I know LeBron James loves playing with, that is Kyle Korver. Let's see if we can bring in Kyle Korver, a little bit of shooting, a little bit of veteran experience to play alongside LeBron James. Kyle Korver was brought into the Cavs when the Cleveland Cavaliers were challenging for the playoffs. So we will get Kyle Korver on the roster. Let's fix this roster before we sim to the end of the year. We're going for that major playoff push. We've picked up Kyle Korver, we've picked up Shumpert, we've picked up Gerald Green. So a lot of three-point shooting around LeBron James coming off the bench. So let's sim to the end of the year. So guys, we reached the end of the NBA season. Steph Curry is the most valuable player. He wins his 3rd MVP. Luka Doncic, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, the 6th Man of the Year. Antetokounmpo is the Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan Clarkson wins Most Improved Player. Wow. And Billy Donovan is the Coach of the Year. So, as you see here, LeBron James does make the All-NBA first team. That's no surprise. He did average 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. So almost triple-dub for LeBron James. Pretty much on the mark of what he would average. Did any other Philly? Ben Simmons made the All-NBA 3rd team. And LeBron James and Joel Embiid both made the All-Defensive 2nd team, which is a nice little add for the team. And where'd we finish in the playoffs? So let's check the conference standings and let's see where we finished and who we will be playing in the NBA playoffs. So like I said, 2-year challenge. Let's see if we can get this done. LeBron James 25 points, Joel Embiid 22 points. Ben Simmons averaged almost a triple-double, and we get some good scoring from the role players who we did pick up at the deadline, such as Shumpert, Gerald Green, and Kyle Korver, who, like I said, would probably love playing with LeBron. So we're 2nd behind Boston, and we actually finished with the 3rd seed in the East, so the 3rd best record. Let's sim this first round against Washington. Can we get through the first round? We should be able to get through. They were 45 and 37 on the year. They actually take game 1. We take game 2. And we take game 3. Let's sim this current round. And we actually do beat the Washington Wizards, so we advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Can LeBron James lead the Philadelphia 76ers over the Boston Celtics? Who's on the roster? Kyrie, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. So they didn't really do much to their roster like we did. Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. So not a lot done through the Boston Celtics. Let's get through this little playoff series. Can we get through? We're 2-0 up. We should win this series now. Let's sim the coming round. And we do. We actually sweep the Boston Celtics. Wow. So only lost 1 game throughout the playoffs so far. And we've got Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals, which will be a great matchup. I'm sure Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron James. I wasn't too sure what Kawhi Leonard would have done, considering if LeBron James didn't sign with the Lakers, would have the Spurs traded him to the Lakers, or would have he still wound up in Toronto? So let's actually simulate the first game. We do get game 1. We get game 2. Possible matchup with the Golden State Warriors. We get game 3. We're going to win this series now. So 4-0. We actually sweep the Celtics and the Raptors. Wow, LeBron James is really leading this side behind Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. We've lost 1 game throughout the playoffs so far, and we're coming up against a red-hot Boston Celtic team. So let's check the player stats. Let's see what everyone's averaging in the playoffs. Joel Embiid 26 points, LeBron 22, Ben Simmons is averaging 13. So Joel Embiid has really stepped up in the playoffs. Portland are in the Western Conference Finals against the Dubs, but the Dubs do get through. So Golden State Warriors versus the Philadelphia 76ers, the team LeBron always will come up against if he makes the finals, if he's playing in the East. Can Philly knock them off, and can LeBron win a championship? We lose game 1, we lose game 2, we lose game 3, and we lose game 4. Wow, so NBA champions for the Warriors, and that is a bummer because we've got 1 more year to do this challenge. Can LeBron James win a championship? Let's get through this free agency period as we move through to the start of the season. So guys, with free agency done, this is the lineup that we have. This is the team that we're running with our 2nd year. We actually signed Trevor Ariza. I think Zion Williamson I think he went to the Phoenix Suns by memory. But we're simming straight away. We want this season to get through. We want to get to the playoffs. That's where we want to be. I decided, like I said, I'm being aggressive. I couldn't really sign anyone in the offseason. We're probably going to get rid of JJ Redick just for his age. I just wanted to see who we could get for him. And a deal came up that I thought could be good for us, could be bad. But Eric Gordon, I think, is a nice trade for us. And we're bringing in Eric Gordon, a strong player who can shoot the 3-ball, having real success in Houston. And as we're at that halfway mark, we're definitely wanting to make some more trades. And Michael Beasley has to go. We also signed him in the offseason. Wayne Ellington, we signed him. We brought back Gerald Graham. We brought back Kyle Korver. We did not bring back Carmelo Anthony, but I have put Wayne Ellington and Michael Beasley up for trade. And I've seen this trade here, Thaddeus Young. We actually don't have a power forward at the moment, so I thought, let's bring in Thaddeus Young. Let's see what we can do. This is the playoff push, but I wasn't really done with... Well, I didn't feel like I was done with the trade, so I thought, why not get one more player who could come off the bench and just add a little bit of scoring for us. Well, as you guys are about to see, we actually do bring in one of the best six-man the game has ever seen, Lou Williams. He's having a hell of a season in real life, so let's bring him on board for this championship push. We've got one more playoff push to do. Can we get through it? This is the lineup we're running with for the second part of the year. This is what we are going with. Can we make a difference? Can something change for this Philadelphia 76ers team? And can LeBron James deliver a championship for Philadelphia? So you see here, I'm just adjusting the roster. We're moving Eric Gordon into the starting lineup, and we're also moving Thaddeus Young. So we've got a lot of shooters off the bench. Lou Williams will come off the bench. We have, like I said, shooters around LeBron James. That's pretty much what LeBron James has always played with, other than this year with the Lakers. But I think this team is well equipped. We've got Trevor Ariza. We've definitely got some veteran experience on the bench. Lou Williams is going to add a lot for our side, and we're definitely on the way for that push for the second part of the year. Can we finish right up there? We did not start off. We didn't really get off to a great start in our second year with this team. It's been hard to keep together, but let's get through to the second part of the year and let's get through to the playoffs. So, as you see here, James Harden wins the MVP. Rookie of the Year went to Zion. Phoenix Suns, I think, got him with pick 5. Ricky Rubio was the 6th man of the year, which is quite remarkable. Defensive Player of the Year went to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dion Waiters was the most improved, and Coach of the Year went to the Indiana Pacers coach. We actually get Joel Embiid and LeBron James in the All-NBA first team. LeBron James, 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So his scoring output is going down, but he still is keeping his rebounding and assist ratio up. So this is our last playoff push. What could have LeBron done if he did sign with the Philadelphia 76ers and paired up with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons? They've already made the NBA Finals. They did get swept by the Golden State Warriors. This is the roster we're taking into the playoffs. I think I have built a pretty good roster. This is a roster that I think can compete right now. That's what we're doing with LeBron James's old age. This is the roster we will compete. We did not finish the best. We didn't have the best of seasons, 44 and 38. And we're versing Boston, who we did sweep in the first round and the second round of the playoffs last season. As you see here, we are struggling against the Boston Celtics in this first round. We definitely want to get over the hump. We can't. They haven't really. Well, Kyrie Irving's not actually on their roster, so. And we go down 3-0. Wow. So we're a major chance to get knocked out here and lose this challenge. We definitely don't want to lose this challenge. Let's get into this simcast. Even if we lose, let's not get swept in the first round. If we get swept in the first round, challenge failed. We'll put a big F on that. And we'll move on to the next challenge and the next what-if scenario. So I'm trying to do a little bit of coaching here, as you guys can see. Let's see if we can get LeBron James over the hump. We're definitely pulling away, so we should take game. I think this is game 4. We definitely will take game 4 here, 87 to 110. LeBron James and Joel Embiid are definitely carrying the outload and the output of the players. Can we win our last game? Can we come back from a 3-0 deficit? It's definitely going to be hard. This is in Boston at the moment. Let's quickly change the coaching settings and let's definitely push, because we do not want to lose in the first round. That is just going to wreck the challenge. It's going to be a fail. I definitely want to do this challenge again, because I think we can build a better roster than what we had, and I definitely can be a little bit more aggressive, as we're just holding on here against the Celtics. Can we come back? Let's fast forward a little bit. They're pulling away and it's over. Wow. So that is the challenge, guys. We couldn't get it done. Major fail on this video, but Oh, what can you do? LeBron James, he did make the finals. He did make the actual NBA finals in his first season. They did get swept by the Warriors. So a finals appearance and a first round appearance for Joel Embiid, LeBron James, and the rest and co, who we did sign, like Thaddeus Young, JJ Redick. A lot of players were coming in and out. We couldn't really sign people due to the fact of the salary cap. But Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA championship against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Make sure to comment down below if you like this, guys. If you want to see some more. Comment what scenarios you want to see. I really enjoyed doing this video, but you see LeBron James here close out 25 points, 24 points, and 20 points in the playoffs. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.